If that relationship ended, if that friendship ended, it's over, it's dead, it's done. Let the dead rest. Let the dead rest. You can go back to your memories and the nostalgia and all the wonderful beauty of it, but no one's gonna be there. It's just going to be you. Hi everyone, it's me Sharon, and I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are doing great. I know it's been a fairly long time since I've put out a video, and I have good reasons for that, which I will be explaining now. So basically, I fell down a drain. I mean, I didn't literally fall down a drain. I fell down a metaphorical drain of unhealthy patterns, and I feel like I let myself go to an extent where I was kind of practicing my old patterns of just unhealthy patterns, which I am not proud of. And that's the reason that I didn't want to put out a video, because I genuinely feel like whatever I want to put out on this a particular channel, even if it is for a very small demographic, I want to be my most authentic self. I don't want to fake anything. I don't want to tell you guys, I don't want to give you guys any sort of wisdom and any sort of advices that I don't follow myself. And I am really particular about being very, very honest on this channel, very, very raw on this channel. Even if it is for a very small group of people, I don't care. I'm gonna be honest. I don't promote any short form content, because I don't believe in the consumption of short form content. Neither do I prefer to watch that sort of content. So anything that I put out, I want it to be good. I want it to be refined. I want it to be honest. I want it to be raw. And since I did not feel like I had any ideas, I didn't feel like I was being authentic. If at that time I would give any sort of advice, that would be me lying to myself and lying to my audience, which I do not want to do. So, well, that's the first reason. And the second reason is that my dog fell sick. My dog had two surgeries and it was really bad, and I was very, very depressed, and I was very, very worried. And I just, I didn't, I don't know. I was so sad, because that dog is literally my baby. And I was sad all the time. I was just crying all the time. But he's much better now. He's, he's doing great. So I'm finally back to being myself, and I feel like I can finally record a video. So today's video is gonna be about acceptance, which is a concept that I feel proud that I've learned about this concept, and it's been a journey, because I'm the worst person at accepting things. I'm the worst at it. I cannot accept that things are over. I cannot move on. It's like one of the top 10 most difficult things for me to do, just to let go, just to let go of the past, just to accept that something is over. And a little bit background about myself. So I grew up in a family where we used to fight, where we still fight, but we always, and I mean always, get back together. We always show love to each other. All the anger, all the sadness, all just it just dies down in like a day or two. Like, I mean, even like in like a few hours. So I just have this thing ingrained in me that I cannot give up on people. I cannot give up on things that I love, and I cannot give up on memories that made me happy. If those things made me happy at some point in my life, I will hold on to them like a crazy person. I just cannot let this person go. I cannot let my friendships go. I cannot let my memories go. And that causes so much sadness, because I'm just not accepting the present. I'm not accepting what's happening in the moment. So I always felt like I'm lacking behind for some reason or the other. I always kept on feeling that way. which is not the truth. But I kept feeling that way, and I wanted to complete my college, and I didn't want to take any drops. I didn't want to do anything crazy like that. But I entered college, and my college had this new education policy that they implemented. So I had this 4 years of college ahead of me, and I felt like I'm gonna graduate. I'm just gonna be a graduate after 4 years of college. That was that was a rude awakening. It was a very, very hard pill for me to swallow because I keep on feeling like I'm wasting time, which I'm not. But let's talk about it later. And I kept feeling like that. I kept feeling like that. I kept feeling like that. And the first 2 years of college was amazing. I had a lot of fun. I was in my college society. I was doing some sort of activity or another. I had so many friends. I used to go out every single day, and I was happy. I really enjoyed. I had fun. All of that aside, and then when it came in the third year, it just started to hit me that okay, I'm in my third year and I'm severely lacking behind all of my friends and all of my peers. And it's not time for fun anymore. It's not time to go shopping anymore. It's not time for any of that thing, any of that stuff. And so I just kept on going down this spiral that I haven't figured out anything that I want to do in my life. And I thought I would because, okay, apparently I had 4 years of college. I would figure it out, but I couldn't figure it out. And because of that, I just, it just made me sad. It just made me feel like I, I am worth less than a lot of people. So I went down this spiral and it kept on going for like a year. And every time I used to go back home, I used to feel so useless because I felt like I was being unproductive, because I felt like I'm not earning, because I'm looking at all these people around me and they're having all these exciting, fun lives. They're going on vacations, they're going on holidays, and all that stuff, and parties. And I just felt like, why do I keep lagging behind on everything? And even after 4 years, I'm just gonna have a graduation degree. And that that was such a blow to my self-esteem that it took a lot of strength to pull me back out of it. And I feel like I'm still in the process of pulling myself out of it. But that's just kind of the space I have been in for like a year. And I can ignore it all I want. I can go out with my friends, I can call people, and I can do a bunch of things, but it's not gonna help. And something like I'm very good at painting and drawing and all that stuff. I have all these interests and hobbies, but I just didn't feel like I wanted to do any of those things. I didn't feel like I wanted to paint or dance or sing or do anything because it felt stupid. It feels stupid. I don't know why it feels stupid, but it just feels stupid. I feel like, okay, I should be doing something better. I should be doing something productive. I should be earning. And because of that, I just lost all interest in all of my hobbies. And everyone knows how important it is to have hobbies. Everyone should have hobbies. Everyone should pursue their hobbies. It's very important and it's a very integral part of growing up. But I stopped I stopped doing all that, and it just doesn't bring me joy anymore because I feel like I'm lacking behind on all those things. I'm at this age, I'm at a serious age where it should be something good, but I'm not doing it. So these were a few things that I just couldn't accept. I just couldn't accept that I'm lacking behind maybe a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. And letting go of friendships. Yes, letting go of friendships is a big one because a lot of people warned me that college friends don't really last for a very long time. And I always felt like that's a lie. But unfortunately, that turned out to be true. And I feel like I'm still holding on to that friendship. I'm still holding on to all those memories that I had in that I made in my first year, my second year. Um, and I haven't been able to let any of that go. I feel like the other day I was cleaning out my wardrobe and I acquired a bag of letters, and it was just a bag full of like filled with letters and small notes and like post-its, and it was from all my friends and all of my roommates since the last 3 years, and I've just plucked all of them and kept them safely, and all the letters and all the small drawings and everything I just kept like since the last 8 years. And I feel like, why do like I don't even have these people in my life anymore, but I keep all of it so safely and so securely and so close to my heart. I don't do that anymore because I know how much pain it brings when people go. I don't preserve flowers anymore. I don't keep wrappers of chocolates anymore. I don't do any of that stuff because I know how much it hurts when things are over. And that's just the sort of person I am, I guess. But I really need to learn how to let it go. Also, a very, 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 very important lesson that I learned this year is do not try to revive a dead relationship. Do not try to revive something that is dead. What do I mean by that? I don't mean that if your friendship or your relationship ended with someone, don't give it another chance. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that the relationship that you had in the past, the memories that you made in the past are over. If that relationship ended, if that friendship ended, it's over. It's dead. It's done. Let the dead rest. Let the dead rest. You can go back to your memories and the nostalgia and all the wonderful beauty of it. But no one's gonna be there. It's just going to be you. You're going to be alone there, and you're going to be alone in the present. You're not going to be happy either way because those people are gone, and those memories are gone, and those things are gone, and that relationship is gone because it's just never going to be that thing ever, ever, ever again. What it can be, however, is a new, fresh beginning. Do you like, okay, I don't feel like I'm explaining it in a very nice way, but if it's over, it's over. Don't chase this thing that's over. Don't try to relive those memories. Don't try to relive those moments. That's never happening. You can go back to that place over and over again, but it's never gonna give you the happiness that it gave you the first time you went there. But instead of that, you can always make new memories. You can always start fresh. A good start, a fresh start, a better start, a healthier start. And you can do it right this time. You can, you imagine you have all this knowledge about this particular subject, this particular person, and you can use those knowledge, you can use that wisdom and apply it to these relationships so that they don't fail anymore, so that you don't make those mistakes anymore. You can you can do so much. You can do so much with all the things and all the lessons that you've learned from the past. And I know it feels bad that you let this thing go, but it's necessary and it's important that you let it go. You don't find the same thing again. You don't find the same thing twice. You can find something similar, you can find similar friends, you can find similar groups, you can find a similar person, but it's not going to be the same. You're going to meet a million different versions of one person in your life, and other people are going to experience a million different versions of you throughout your life. It's very important to make space, and it's very important to accommodate other people, other things, other experiences, all that area for growth. After years, you wouldn't you probably wouldn't even recognize yourself, and you probably wouldn't even recognize the other person in front of you, which is a good thing because life is all about growth. Especially in your 20s, growth is everything. If you're not changing, if you're not evolving, that is probably something that you should be concerned about. If you're not growing as a person, if you don't feel any sort of change about yourself, that's a problem. What else do I want to talk about? Um, yes, I feel like we, like my generation, we put a lot of emphasis on our self-worth is closely related to our net worth. We have made this connection of our self-worth with how much we are earning, and I feel like that's a normal thing, everyone does that. But it's very important to remind yourself that that's not the truth, that's not the case. You are worthy, and you are a whole person by yourself, even if you are not doing things and acquiring things at the pace that other people are having all those things. And I know it's easy to fall in this sort of trap because I have also fallen into this trap, and I've seen people very close to me fall into this trap. But it's important to remind yourself that that's not the case. People are late bloomers as well. We look at social media, and we look at all these people, and we look at all these influencers, and we look at young people. They are earning and they are living the best lives, and we feel lost. We feel stupid. We feel dumb. We feel like we're not doing enough, and we beat ourselves for it. It's important not to be so hard on ourselves, simply because when you look at all the people who are doing better than you, and you look at all the people who are doing worse than you will understand that the crowd that is doing worse than you far outweighs the people who are doing better than you. And that is a fact. We cannot even fathom the amount of people who are living in poverty, the amount of people who have failed in their lives again and again and again. But we do not focus on all of that. We don't focus on that. We look at the cream of the crop. We look at all the nice things. We look at all the shiny things. We all look at all the gold and the silver and the rainbow and the sunshine, because we are not happy with what we have. I am not happy with where I am. I'm not happy with what all the things I have. I have everything. My parents provide me with every single thing that I need. Every one of my need is fulfilled. And yet I still want more. Yet I feel like I'm lacking behind. That's crazy. Like at some point you have to sit down and remind yourself to look at mm, what kind of situation other people are currently living in. So that's a little bit about acceptance. That's a little bit about growth. That's a little bit about feeling okay. The next thing, the second thing that I want to talk about is liminal spaces. Now, what does a liminal space means? I will read the definition now. So, liminal spaces are transitional or in between places that create a sense of eeriness, nostalgia, or unease. These spaces exist between two states, physically, emotionally, or even metaphorically. They often feel surreal or out of place, as if time is paused or reality is slightly distorted. The term liminal comes from the Latin word limen, meaning threshold. Liminal spaces exist in a state of transition, occupying the boundary between one phase and another. And this aligns with Freud's concept of uncanny, where something is both known and unknown, causing discomfort. Why do I want to talk about liminal spaces? I feel like this is a concept all of us in their early 20s have experienced, but it's very difficult to put it into words. So I read this term somewhere, and then I googled it and I found out what it means. And I feel like myself, I myself in it is in a metaphorical, psychological liminal space. I feel like I'm in a transition between where I want to be and what I am, what I was, and I feel like I'm right in the middle of it, and I cannot move backwards, and I cannot move forward, and I feel like I want to reach that place, but I can't. How will I do that? I haven't finished my degree yet, and then I want to do my masters, or if I want to do my any sort of another degree, then I'll have to go through that process. I'll have to go through that process. And right now, I'm planning to do my B.Ed. So 2 years of my life, I'm going to do my B.Ed and I'm going to get a job. And I'm going to live in my hometown. And I'm not very excited about that, by the way, because I always wanted to get out of it. But I know that this is the sort of sacrifice that I have to do right now to be in a place that I want to be in the future. It's not going to be fun, but again, acceptance. I have accepted that that is something that is important, that is necessary, that is required for me to get there. And I can't do anything. I can't fight my way through it. Just have to. The only way to go through it is to go through it. I have to go through it. I have to go through that process of just being at home, feeling unproductive, feeling like I'm lacking behind all my peers to complete a few things. I cannot run my way. I cannot dash my way. I cannot scream. I can struggle all I want throughout those 2 years that I have to go through in order to be at a place where I want to be, or I can be at peace. I can be at peace. I can improve my lifestyle. I can improve my sleep cycle. I can improve myself. I can work on my body. I can work on my nutrition. I can work on my health. I can work on all these million things. I can even restart my hobbies. I can pick up a new hobby even if I want to. But the transition period is something I feel like everyone experiences. And if you are someone out there who feels like you are in a transitional period, you are stuck in a liminal space, I want you to know that it's all right. I want you to know that's something all of us feel. And it's something that I've been there myself. I am going through it myself. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found something that was of value. And hopefully, you'll see me soon. Hopefully, I can keep up being myself and I can keep up the positive things and I can, you know, I can get ideas. You know what? I struggle with getting ideas. I wanted to make that sort of short film documentary sort of thing, and I made it. And after that, I've just ran out of ideas. So, if you have any good ideas, please comment them down and let me know how you found the video, how you liked it. So, thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, or don't. I can't tell you what to do.